Well, I don't know about y'all, but that one looks pretty amazing. Hey y'all, Sean here, Nodough Acres. Tonight, everybody's decided it's pizza night. So tonight, I'm going to be doing two different types of keto pizza. One is a Fathead Dough made with mozzarella cheese and an egg and almond flour. And the other one is a meat crust made with ground beef. So come on along with me and I'll show you how to make these. All right, y'all, so here's what we've got. We've got 2 cups of shredded mozzarella. We have 1 egg, 3/4 of a cup of almond flour, some Italian seasoning, and a half of a stick of Philadelphia cream cheese or cream cheese of your choice. But first things we do is we take the mozzarella and the cream cheese and we put it in a bowl and we throw it in the microwave and we melt it together and stir it up. So, on to the first step. All right, now we gotta go throw this in the microwave. I'll bring it right back. All right, we are just about ready here. Got about another 10 seconds. There's that sound I've been looking for. All right, now we're gonna bring it over here. We're gonna stir it all up. You can see it's kind of gooey, which is fine. That's what we want. And what we're gonna do, looks like I could go just a little tiny bit more. So we're gonna put it in for about another 20 seconds or so. All right, there's another 20 seconds. Yeah, there we go. There's a little bit smoother. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and crack the egg. And we're gonna toss that in there. Throw that in the compost bin. Stir that in. And we're gonna add in, I've put a tablespoon of Italian seasoning in with the almond flour. We're gonna mix that in. Mix that in real good. Now, if you wanted to do pie crust or something like that with it, you could always add a little bit of monk fruit or some stevia or something like that and make a pie crust out of this if you wanted. You could also make breadsticks with it. So, and that would be just fine too. Looks like I might need to throw that back in the microwave for a few seconds. Soften it back up just a hair. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, that worked out rather nicely. Mix that up real good. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to put this in the oven at 400 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes and let it brown up to make our crust. And then we'll put the toppings and stuff on it and cook it for about another 5 or 6 minutes just to melt the cheese on top and warm up all the toppings. Probably a little sticky. Yep. Feels pretty good. Feels like it's pretty well mixed together. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it down in the pan. All right, I'm using a shallow cast iron. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it in there. I already greased it. I just like a little bit of butter. Spread this around in this. Now, if you want a bigger one, you can always spread it a little bit bigger. The kids tend to like them. My wife and I both kind of like a little bit more crust. So we'll just spread this out like this. That looks pretty nice. And we'll just go ahead and bake it at 400 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes. And I will bring you all back and show you the results. Now the meat one is very similar. You start out with some minced beef or pork or whatever you like. We like the minced beef or ground beef. I started in the skillet and I start browning it lightly. Add a little bit of almond flour to it to help it stick together a little bit of cheese to it. And then I go ahead and press it out in the pan, and then we throw it in the oven already topped with the toppings and the cheese, and we let it cook down all at once. So this one, we literally just start the browning process on the stove. And after it browns a little bit, we will drain the grease that we get off of it and add a little bit of almond flour and a little bit of mozzarella, and then we'll press it out into a dough in the bottom of the pan. Okay, now that it's slightly browned, we'll drain off the grease, and then I'll add some almond flour to it and show you how I press it. All right, we add the almond flour to it. Stir that in. Okay. And we just go ahead and press it out. Once you top it, the cheese does an amazing job of holding it all together. All right, that looks pretty good. Now we'll add some cheese over the top of that. And go ahead and throw that in the oven for 5 or 6 minutes. Let that cheese melt. And then we'll put the sauce and some more cheese and the toppings on it. Bring you back in a minute. Just cutting up a little bit of tomato for our pizza. Wife and I both love a little bit of tomato on our pizza, as well as a little bit of spinach. All right. Oh, looks like it's time to get those doughs out of the oven. All right. First, it's the meat crust. Next, I forgot to do the all-important put fork holes in it. So it rose up like crazy, but that's okay, because I can push it back down. Don't forget your fork holes. Well, I'd say those both came out good. Now we just got to top them and throw them back in the oven to let the cheese and everything melt and heat up the toppings, and they'll be ready to go. Got some green onions there, some banana peppers. I just had them already all sliced up and in the freezer so that they're ready for us to use whenever we want. I think I'll get a little bit of bell pepper too. Oh, bell pepper, where are you? A little bit of Anaheim peppers for me. Oh. There they are. Now to sauce these things and get some toppings on them. My wife and I have both found that we like the Classico brand if we're not going to make our own Alfredo. And since tonight was kind of a spur of the moment, we're just going to use Classico Alfredo. I chose the Asiago Romano for the flavor. So it's pretty easy. You just do it pretty much like any other pizza. A little bit of sauce, a little bit of cheese, a little extra cheese, fill in a few of the holes. And then top it. Wife and I really like our veggies on our pizzas. So that's what we're having. And since it has a meat crust, you really don't have to worry about the meat. You can lay your nice tomato slices out, kind of like they were pepperoni. Some nice spinach. All Might as well utilize all of it. There we go. And a little bit of Jack, cheddar, and asadero over the top, just because that's the way we like it. All right, now that that one's ready to go, let's get that other one over here and get it topped. Again, we like the Classico pizza sauce, pretty low in carbohydrates. Tastes real good. It says it's 7 carbs and 1 fiber, so 6 net carbs for 1/4 of a cup. Well, that's about 1/4 of a cup. That seems like an awful lot of sauce for this little pizza, but that's okay. There we go. Now the girls, since this is mostly for them, are going a little bit more traditional. I got them some pepperoni. Even though it's a keto crust. But just in case the wife and I decide we want a piece of it, then it's not going to hurt us to eat it. All right. Pepperoni, pepperoni. Guess I forgot to get that out of the fridge. Get these on here. Get these in the oven. And I'll bring you back in a few and let you see them. Okay, and the pepperoni's done. That looks pretty darn good to me. Well, I don't know about y'all, but that one looks pretty amazing too. So, y'all enjoy. I'll put the recipes in the show notes. And all you keto and low carb eaters out there, enjoy. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great evening. Enjoy your dinners. And hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell so you don't miss anything that's going on here at Nodough Acres. Thank y'all. God bless y'all.